words, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. To the air now on 1st and 10. The open man is Wilson, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll kick this out wide. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's right side, caught by Taylor. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On the return, Malik Washington. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this weekend.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Achane. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2 and now on 3rd down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's 2. That's to Waddle again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Jets. First down.
He'll get this out to the left flank. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play close quickly. Here comes third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. That is first touchdown of the new year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Tua going to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play, throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Hill brought in motion. To throw on second down, it's Tua. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. And this ball incomplete on third down. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for Miami. And it's a phenomenal return, nearly a touchdown. They're set up with first and goal. This one in. Touchdown Jets. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing. Miami Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, Is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It covers 51 yards.
That's good for a Jets.
Let's go.
First down.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
To the 6-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their habit this play. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with H.N. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 15 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua, give it to H.N. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap to 2. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
now it's Tua. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the draw with H.A. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tua. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board just before halftime.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drop. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. It's about to stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Now it's 2nd and 1. A quick throw. The RPO is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter.
A 52-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Check that. Street.
The drive begins with a run. It's home. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. The RPO. That one is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He pulls it in around the 5, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Jets will add one more onto their big lead.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The Dolphins offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone. First time today.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will get just a bit closer.
Dolphins 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
30-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. On the handoff, here comes Hall. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. 3rd and long. Throwing is Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it go into the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. From 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 8 A gain of 17 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin from the 23. Here's 2nd and 7. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We begin the fourth quarter with a run here on 1st and goal. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Jets add on to their already sizable lead.
Set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Moving left, taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. There's slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A run out of the gun with Achane. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. It's 3rd and 4. Tua. It's made there by Waddle.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Give left side. Here comes Hall. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, New York. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year.
Jets 59. Dolphins 10. Set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Quick throw, taken in. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
A run up the middle with H.N. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Once again, it's H.N. And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Get set.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Here's H.N. to the 5-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
One more time, it's H.N. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Next up for Jets 59. Dolphins 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with first and 10 in this fourth quarter. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and inches.
at the 22-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Jets stretch things out even further.
Dolphins 17. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chain. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a designed run. Oh, the ball's out. The Jets have got it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. What a performance. Reception number 14 for the first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spotting up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the vibe.